Funding for this program was provided by the Annenberg CPB Project.
Additional funding is provided by the Stratford Foundation, the Arthur Vining Davis Foundations, Geraldine R. Dodge Foundation, George I. Alden Trust, and Alfred E. Chase Charity Foundation. This program is a story to help you learn English. It is a course with video episodes and books. Each video episode has 3 parts. Watch the program. Read your book. Discuss the program and connect with English.
Day 6, San Francisco, here I come.
Nancy?
Rebecca, is that you?
Yes, it's me. Hi, how are you? It's nice to see you after all these years.
Good to see you. My, you certainly look like your mother. Welcome. Welcome to San Francisco.
It's good to be here. It was a long trip.
What exactly happened to your car?
Well, my car broke down in the desert, and I didn't have the time or the money to fix it, so I sold it.
What a shame. That was the car your father bought you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But at least you made it. Now let's go home.
That sounds good.
Now, where are your bags?
They're over there.
Are all those yours? Good grief. I don't know where we'll put them. We'll figure something out.
Do they have baggage carts here?
Yes. I'll watch your luggage. Why don't you go and get a cart?
I fit all the luggage on the cart, but I can barely see you.
Come this way. I've got the trunk ready.
Wow, this is quite a car.
It's old, but it runs, just like me. Here we are.
Be careful, this is heavy.
I'll help you. You can do this, all right? Okay. There.
It's hard to believe I'm really in San Francisco.
Well, you are. See that building? That's the Transamerica building. Some people like it, but not me. It's too big. How's your father?
He's doing pretty well. His leg bothers him every now and then.
I'm sorry to hear that. And your little brother, how's he doing?
Kevin, he's not so little anymore. He's almost 6 feet tall. And he just graduated from high school.
Is he going to college?
At the moment, he has a job, but I hope he'll consider it.
A college education is so important these days. It's hard to find a decent job without it.
You're telling me.
The house isn't very far from here. I hope you'll feel comfortable there.
I'm sure I will. What a beautiful house.
It's been in the family for generations, and we love it. But it costs a fortune to keep up. Well, I've got these bags. You get those.
I've got my memories, but they're far behind. I'm traveling light. I'm traveling light. I'm traveling light. I'm traveling light.
I'll put those bags down there.
This house is really a jewel. I see why you kept it.
Yes, it's very special to me. Make yourself at home. It's your home now, too. Oh, by the way, there's no smoking and no drugs in the house, and no guests upstairs.
I don't think you have to worry about that.
I didn't think so. Malaku, sorry to disturb you. I'd like you to meet my goddaughter,
Yes, of course, Miss Shaw.
Rebecca Casey. This is Malaku Tedesse.
Rebecca, am I pronouncing your name right? It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. Is it Malaku?
Yes.
Malaku is from Ethiopia. He's a graduate student in business administration. When he gets his degree next year, he'll return home to his wife and 2 children and start a business in Addis Ababa.
That's correct. Addis Ababa.
Rebecca will be studying at the San Francisco College of Music.
Well, very good. Perhaps you will play or sing for us. What do you think, Miss Shaw?
As long as it's not that loud rock music.
Oh, no, don't worry. All I have is an acoustic guitar.
We'll leave you to your studies now.
I hope you enjoy it here. I do. I'll see you at dinner.
Thank you.
This is the living room, my uncle's favorite place. Let me introduce you. Uncle Edward, this is Rebecca Casey, Margaret's daughter. Here, let me help you.
Don't trouble yourself.
No trouble at all, Rebecca. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you, Mr. Shaw.
Please call me Edward. I met your mother once, many years ago. You look like her. If memory serves me.
That's what people tell me. I'm very happy to be here.
We're very glad to have you here. I think I'd better sit down. I'm afraid these visits here are rather tiring. They take the wind out of my sails.
Can I get you anything?
No, I'll be fine. Just let me rest a while.
Are you going to stay for supper?
I wouldn't miss it. Go on now and show her the rest of the house. And I'll see you at supper, Rebecca.
That'll be very nice.
My Uncle Edward lived in the house his whole life, but his physical condition deteriorated too much, and I had to move him to one of those retirement homes for the elderly. It was a very difficult decision for both of us. But at least he comes home once a week. Today's the day.
He's a very distinguished gentleman.
And he was a very good musician, too. He used to play the piano beautifully. But he can't anymore. He's just too frail. Come see the kitchen. And this is the kitchen. Who left this mess? We each buy our own food. And we all share the refrigerator. So please put your name on your food. See? Like Malaku does.
Excuse me, does Malaku live here?
Oh, yes, he's one of my renters. He is going to go far, that young man. He's always studying. Now, the pots and pans are up here. The glasses are here. The dishes are here. And the utensils are in this drawer. Now, you must be thirsty. Would you like some iced tea?
Yes, I'd love some, please.
This is the house phone. Local calls are free, but don't stay on too long. Of course, we each pay for our own long-distance calls. We keep a list.
I didn't know that you had renters.
I didn't write to you about the renters. Oh, Rebecca, I'm sorry. I'm so embarrassed. I guess I'm not quite used to the idea myself.
It was just kind of a surprise.
Yes, of course. Ever since my uncle moved to the retirement home, the bills have been coming in so quickly. I had to do something. Renting out rooms seemed like a good solution.
I'm sure the rent money helps.
I just couldn't take care of Edward by myself any longer. To bathe him, dress him. And he fell down once when I was out, and he couldn't get up by himself. It was terrible.
I can see it's a big responsibility. The house, your uncle.
What choice do I have? Would you like to see your room?
Yeah.
Oh, please, let me help you with those.
Oh, thank you.
Rebecca, you have enough baggage for an army.
I didn't know what I'd need, so I brought everything.
I'm the same way. Better safe than sorry. Malaku, would you put the suitcases in Rebecca's room, please?
Of course, Miss Shaw.
Thank you.
Malaku lives on the 3rd floor. You and Angela are on the 2nd.
Angela?
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Angela, this is Rebecca Casey from Boston. She'll be living here, too.
Hello.
Oh, terrific. I understand you've had quite an adventure.
Yes,
Is it true you drove all the way across the country by yourself?
I drove almost all the way.
Unbelievable. Well, I'm afraid I have to rush. It's nice to meet you. I'll see you later.
Yes. See you later.
She's studying to be a nurse and working part-time. She's kind of wild. Well, here we are. This is your room. It's a little dusty.
Oh, it'll be fine. It's very charming. Oh, what a nice view. That looks comfortable.
Rebecca, can we talk? This is very difficult for me to say. You know I wanted to let you stay here rent-free.
Yes, I appreciate it.
Please, listen. This is extremely difficult for me. I'm afraid I'll need to ask you for some rent money to help pay the house expenses. I feel bad about this. I've tried everything. But if I can't pay my bills, I'll have to sell the house.
Oh, that would be terrible.
The cost of the retirement home was unbelievable. Much more than we expected.
I understand.
I wish I could help you a little more. I mean, you are my goddaughter, for heaven's sake.
I understand. I want to pay my share. I want to contribute. How much are you thinking of?
Can you manage $250 a month? Tell me if you can't afford that much.
No, it'll be fine. $250.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
It's good to have you here. Well, why don't you wash up and settle in a bit? Dinner's at 6.
Okay.
Now, let's review and discuss the story.
Rebecca arrived in San Francisco.
And Nancy Shaw is waiting for Rebecca.
Welcome to San Francisco.
It's good to be here.
Nancy is Rebecca's godmother.
Nancy?
Rebecca, is that you?
Yes, it's me. Hi, how are you?
Nancy Shaw is a very opinionated old lady.
See that building? That's the Transamerica building. Some people like it, but not me. It's too big.
They drive through San Francisco.
Nancy Shaw drives an old car.
It's a big old American car.
Uncle Edward is a very distinguished man.
Edward is in a retirement home because he's not able to really function well on his own.
I'm afraid these visits here are rather tiring. They take the wind out of my sails.
Malaku is from Ethiopia.
Is it Malaku?
Yes.
Malaku is from Ethiopia.
Malaku is away from his family. And being away from your family is no fun.
Angela is from the Philippines.
She's a world kind of person.
Hi.
Angela, this is Rebecca Casey from Boston. She'll be living here too.
Hello. Oh, terrific!
Nancy tells Rebecca she has to pay rent.
I'll need to ask you for some rent money to help pay the house expenses.
That was something that she didn't count on.
It was a little unfair of Nancy Shaw to tell Rebecca that late.
She was chosen to be the godmother, so she was supposed to be looking out for her.
There's so many connections between the story of Rebecca and my life story.
I have a lot of connections with Rebecca's life.
Meet some of the members of the discussion group for Connect with English. They talk about their lives and Rebecca's story.
We all find some connection to this story because it's pretty much like real life.
Okay. My name is Yukiyoshi Ozawa, and I was born in San Francisco, but I raised in Japan. And I got quarter Russian blood, so I'm kind of a lot of things mixed. This is my first experience to live by myself in Boston, in this world. So it's like a same, she went to San Francisco from Boston by herself to live, and I came from Japan to live in Boston by myself. I did like Rebecca did, the cross country by car. Cross country. I drove from Boston to San Francisco like Rebecca did, and it took 6 days to get there. It was quite fun for me. I don't know about Rebecca because she has to go there to live her life. But we did it for fun.
My name is Roberto Arevalo, and I came to the United States in 1981. I feel that I always have a dream. I had a dream when I was younger. I still have many more dreams. I always make sure that I accomplish them, even though there are many barriers. So at that level, I totally identify with Rebecca. I can relate to Rebecca's conflict of fulfilling her dream and at the same time feeling that she needed to stay with her family, because I myself have to spend a lot of hours working, and I really feel passionate about it. And I have to be very flexible, so many times I have to work weekends and I cannot be with my family. Sometimes you really begin to question, what is it that you really need to be happy? And you're put in a situation where whatever decision you make is not good enough. But as long as you follow your beat and follow who you are, you'll be okay.
My name is Nela Hozik, and I came from Bosnia and Herzegovina. The reasons I came here are primarily that I wanted to escape the horrible war in my country, because I spent 3 horrible years with my kids there. And I felt that I have to do something about their future, so I decided to leave my country and come here. A special way I connect myself with Rebecca's story is in terms of responsibility between children and parents.
What's that for?
When I left my country, I left my parents there. My parents are over 60. It was a very difficult decision for me because I felt responsibility toward my parents who are getting older and sick. But when I had to decide, I just thought it was better for me, both for me and for themselves, if I come here. Because if I succeed to make my future here, I will be able to help my parents there in Bosnia. There is a constant worry that is present in my mind. Wherever I go and whatever I do, I always think about my family.
My name is Hai. My last name is Pho. I came from Vietnam in 1955. I was sent by my family abroad to obtain an education, to leave the conflict, the warfares that were happening in Vietnam then. We all have certain aspiration certain hope, certain dreams that we would like to fulfill. In my case, it's a dream that also coincided with the expectation of my family. Rebecca has the personal dream and aspiration. With the American society, it is all right for a person to pursue that personal dream. In fact, if you don't, you are doing a disservice to yourself. But for people from East Asia, and for people from Vietnam, you have to try to somewhat compromise to meet the dreams, expectation of your family as much as yourself. And if and when it comes into conflict, it creates a tremendous, tremendous crisis.
My name is Olga Baluev. I was born in Belgium. I'm from Russian descent. I was brought up for 10 years, the part of my childhood and adolescence, in Zaire, which at the time was Belgian Congo. And when I was 21, I came in this country with my parents and my sister. It is not easy to make a change in terms of having a job where you are quite settled in your way, as Rebecca was, and then to make a decision of having to go and start at nothing and begin studying. But I admire her because I think that in life it is important to have an education because it's a way that you can contribute to society, and it's also a way that you better yourself, I would say, intellectually, emotionally, and you bring a lot to others.
My name is Abdul Wahab Koshava. People call me Abdul for short. I came from a country called Yemen. It's in the southern tip of the Arabian Peninsula. And I came to the United States to pursue my dream of becoming an architect. When I was back home, I used to be a carpenter where I could just get married. I actually almost was engaged. And I had a choice between pursuing my dream and leaving the country, coming to the United States, or just being the carpenter and settle, and life is bigger than that. That's why I left the country and I came to the United States, and I'm really very grateful that I had the opportunity to make it.
Hi, my name is Cacilda Stefano Viciaus Nunes. I come from Brazil. I came here to improve my English. I was supposed to stay here just 6 months, and I've been here 1 year and 9 months already. When I left my house, my father said, "What you gonna do there? You have a very nice job here." And then I said, "No, but I wanna go." And he got very mad. I almost get married in Brazil. And then I decided to come here. And my future husband said, "Well, I don't think you're going to stay there. I think you're going to stay there just 2 months. I think it's too much for you. You're going to come back, and I'm waiting for you." Well, and then I come here, and I liked a lot. And I even got another boyfriend.
My name is Lan Ma. I'm originally from Beijing, China, and I came to the United States in 1990. I think it's wonderful. Rebecca has a dream, and she has the courage to make it come true, and I admire her for that. Even though it has been very difficult for her, she seems be very determined to make her dream come true. I would really want to come to the United States to further my education. I was very determined. Basically, I didn't think of what's going to happen if I don't get accepted by school, so I can relate to her in that aspect.
For more information about this program and course books, call 1-800-532-7637. That's 1-800-LEARNER.
Funding for this program was provided by the Annenberg CPB Project.
Additional funding is provided by the Stratford Foundation, the Arthur Vining Davis Foundations, Geraldine R. Dodge Foundation, George I. Alden Trust, and Alfred E. Chase Charity Foundation.
To learn more about the Annenberg CPB Channel series and workshops for teachers, how to take them for credit, how to buy them on video cassette, call 1-800-LEARNER and visit us at www.learner.org/channel. The Annenberg CPB Channel.